after my shoot, I don't know if I'm documenting this for a certain reason, but I feel like it's important, and that could just be my manic episode. I don't know. I feel like when I do art, I'm in a certain state of mind that, I don't know if I'm manic or suppressing something, but this happens when I'm sober. It's easier for it to happen when I drink or smoke because I'm a little more perceptive to myself or something. I don't know. It's more like I can open up to myself because that's something I struggle with, is that I struggle to open up to myself, like, and find myself genuine and find myself telling the truth. I don't know. I feel like I'm always trying to, but I step back and take a look sometimes. I'm like, wow, you've been lying this whole time to this person or yourself or this situation, whatever, this job. Anyway, so I wrote some stuff down. This was like, I should have documented it because it felt like, I don't know what my illness is, but I don't know if it's illness or it's creativity. I don't know. You're taught so many things, like all these geniuses talk to themselves or have sticky notes all over the place or have a messy room. And then on the other hand, it's like people who function really well are the people who have a clean house all the time and whatever. Well, I felt like a creative genius for some reason, and I don't know if that's like a God disorder or something. Hold on. Wonder if this helps. It's fine, it's in between. Okay, so basically I'd like to read some of this just to clear my mind for me. This is basically for me, by the way. Maybe if a doctor's interested in it, I will show him so that he can have an unbiased opinion on something, I don't know, on mental illness. Is that godlike? I don't know. Am I finding some kind of weird mumble jumble? I don't know. Anyway, I wrote this and it's going to take a few times to like try to repeat and transcribe it because I'm dyslexic and each note, the writing is very mumbo jumbo, and I break it down into, I don't know, sections. What's a good one to do that? This one? Am I missing one? There's one that I really was trying. Okay, so for this one, it was this one. This section right here I'm supposed to say, but the rest of it I'm not. And that could just be poor note-taking. It came from there. Hopefully it's not out of order. Okay, I tried to number the first two, but I didn't. Now, to give you context, I just filmed a shoot in this shower. Kind of like that. Anyway. I just filmed a shoot and sorry, I heard somebody going down the elevator. It's not my place, so I'll try to be careful. Not that I broke it, but... So I was doing a photo shoot, and if you know me, you know that I was a prude until I was 19 because of the religion I was raised in, which was Catholicism. Not that it's good or bad. Still to this day, I don't have specific opinion on whether it's good or bad. It's more so that it doesn't align with my life and my beliefs and my morals. So, what I'd like to say, I forgot. Catholicism. Yeah, so I was raised with Catholicism, and it gave me a lot of guilt on doing things that give me pleasure, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, basically. It's like life is made to be humble. You have to be humble. And I don't know if that was Catholicism specifically, or my church and the area around me, and the clergy, or if it was more so the my mom, because she's the religious one in my family. I mean, between my mom and dad, of course, it was the family around her that was really like, you are a Catholic, but she has her own Catholic guilt. So this is kind of my take on Catholic guilt, and as an OnlyFans model, and one of 7, and fear of people finding me, and fears and mental illness and PTSD and all that crap. My kind of TED Talk thoughts on the whole subject in general. And it is difficult to talk about because even though I'm like this, not a lot of people I know are in my family and stuff, so I'm kind of an outcast. Like, they say they accept me, but I kind of know that the way we grew up was we were taught not to accept people like me. So the fact that this is where I ended up, I got some Catholic guilt, so. And I don't see a therapist, so thank you for being my therapist. So yeah, I do pictures like that, and then my mind goes crazy. And it's not because I think it was wrong for me, it's more the way I was raised. So I think it's something that I really enjoy doing, and like, I shoot boudoir. Like, when I was in Alabama, in Huntsville, I did boudoir for free for almost every client. I think there was 1 or 2 I charged for, but it was mainly Valentine's Day shoots and stuff that made the girls I was shooting feel good, because I had a suspicion that they were not confident in themselves, or they just didn't feel comfortable in their skin, and I wanted to kind of show them a side of themselves that other people see that they might not. So I did some free shoots, and I was doing a little bit of modeling before that, and modeled for this one person, and they were paying me. I found them on it somewhere sketchy, but you gotta be careful, and I'll get into how to really vet people before you go to a shoot in another video. But basically, I'm sharing this because I think that it's important to ignore other people's opinions, to a sense. If the world is telling you no, most likely the answer is no, but it's not always the case. I did a shower shoot with makeup on from last night, because it was supposed to be like more of a messy shoot, and ignore my face. Anyway, also I think I cried a little bit. I don't know. People tell me all the time I'm interesting, but I don't see it that way. I think I'm just like manic and drunk, or manic and high, or just thinking outside the box in some way or another, because I'm a little loopy. I don't know. Loony? Loopy. Loony. I'm hungry. So I've recently developed bulimia. That's another story. Somebody got me Valentine's Day chocolates, and I threw them up, and I didn't know what the reason for that was. But I knew I didn't want them because they made me fat. Anyway, to get into it, let me read this crap. Hopefully I'm good at editing because there's a lot of bullshit in here that we don't need. I'm going to try to reiterate some of this shit, or reiterate. Okay. There's something comforting and relatable about being cold and wet. The shoot I just did. There's something comfortable and relatable about being cold and wet. The way your skin chokes, the prickles. The way your skin chokes and rises around your skin like the prickles of a cactus. The way your breasts engage and swell with every slither of fabric. I grew up believing and being told that snakes are evil. The snake is the Bible. The snake is the devil. My path has taught me that they're a symbol of freedom. Not an eagle or gorilla is pressed and pressured with the guilt of a snake. The guilt that the snake carries like an ant. Most can't carry the weight so heavy. I carry like an ant. Like a snake. I am a snake. I encourage you to get pleasure out of life. Don't save an apple for winter that will perish in the fall. Seize every moment, every unjoyful task. Embrace your emotions. No emotion is good or bad. No desire of pleasure. With a moral consideration, of course, is appropriate or bad or is bad. My opinion only. Morals align with not hurting yourself or others. And that in itself is subjective. Some say sex, gay sex, or lesbian sex demonstrates a moral of hurting someone else and misleading and misguiding others. They are the same ones that tell you snakes are evil. Independent thinking is evil. Don't donate to our cause. Forgive every clergy. We're all human. Don't abort. We're all human. Don't realize your definition of human is subjective. Don't you realize your definition of human is subjective? Your excuse could go for snakes, who are only animals, aren't they? Humans make mistakes when they are on your side, but are evil sinners when they promote sexual health and happiness and information to humans who are now looking for sexual pleasure, not earlier than sexual desire, but are now sexually interested. Do not forbid your snake thoughts, for they will only help you grow. And find both sexual and non-sexual pleasure from your very short and subjective, in my opinion, and probably your opinion. It's life. So, these are the thoughts that, I don't know if I'm just too high or drunk or crazy. I feel like I should document. Not that I decided to kind of become a person who posts on the internet without fear. I'm freezing. Because I'm drying off from my shower. But I will watch this later, decide not to post it. And if I do, I'll be very surprised. It's very cold.